Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here right before the top of the hour. We'll give you plenty of time to get those bets in for those primetime games, and that's what we do right here on the drive-thru, is give you live free picks from our Pick Dogs group here against the spread to bet on for tonight's primetime games. And of course, we have our Pick Dogs group ready to go. Let's take a look at who's on the show for today. We got Chris Ruffalo with service co-host. Rod Zawacky is in, and we've got Joe Duffy in the center square. And on Wednesdays, as always, is Ann Shorr. Ann, how you doing?
Hey, awesome. Great. Nice to see you guys.
All right. Al McMorty, professional handicapper. How's it going? You see him at top of the leaderboards over at Pick Dogs, making his debut here on the drive-thru. And of course, we got Raminelli will join us as well. All right, let's take a look at how they'll line up today. We got Duffy to start off. Duffy, McMorty, Shorr, Romanelli, Ruffalo, Zawacki, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, ready for another show?
Absolutely. This is a star-studded lineup tonight. We always have a star-studded lineup on the drive-thru, but I'm excited for this one. Let's get it started.
Let's get this one started. Let's bring in Joe Duffy. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. Premium Joe, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's one of those cases where the other Joey D wouldn't be able to brag about the weather was great in his town. We had 69 degrees today, beautiful, sunny. Oh, my goodness. In fact, I might want to sneak in another walk when I'm done this show.
Oh, absolutely. Another one. Another walk, that is. All right. All right, we'll continue. We'll get started here with Joe Duffy. When he said, I'll have another, I thought of something else when you had that IPA on New Year's Eve on the show.
Yeah, we got some great beers here in Georgia. Great craft beers.
Absolutely. All right, Joe, let's get this one started here. You're going to be looking here at this game, 7 Eastern time, NBA League Pass channel will televise the Wizards hosting the Raptors. Raptors road favorites laying 5, total 234.5.
Yeah, again, you know, I'll say it again. The NBA is the one and only sport where I do lay points on the road on a fairly regular basis because road favorites do pretty well in the NBA. And especially we have a system when you eliminate situations where the home dog generally does well, it's quite well. Fading big home dogs if they're not off of a low-scoring game nor with a substantial amount of rest, and neither team has an extreme winning percentage. So the road favorite doesn't have a winning percentage of above 850. The home underdog doesn't have a winning percentage below 150. The road favorite under those circumstances, 496, 332, and 24. Road favorites are small underdogs on a nice scoring streak, 373, 237, and 12. Also, road favorites that shoot a substantially higher percentage of three-pointers than the rest of the league. Pretty good play at 1336, 1082, and 54. And a couple other systems there as well. Some of them do overlap. If you did a Venn diagram, they would overlap. But, you know, I told you that, I guess about 6-7 months, you know, a little bit after we resumed play, I talked to somebody while we were on the break, and, you know, he really convinced me to take a look at some of this simulation software that he's been raving about. And he's a big bettor. Well, one of the simulation softwares, my favorite one, has Toronto covering at a rate of 62%. Another one has them covering at a rate of 58.6%. Both of these programs run 10,000 simulations. Massey Ratings, which is one of the better power ratings out there, has Toronto as a 7.5-point favorite and winning by 8. So all the math says to go with Toronto, Tampa, whatever city they're actually playing out of, but this is a good situation for them. So Toronto minus the 5, W marks the center square.
All right, Joe Duffy here on Toronto Raptors laying the 5 against the Washington Wizards. All right, Chris, looking at this Toronto team, we're starting to see a surge with them offensively. And one thing about Washington, when they lose pretty big. I think the past, 7 losses has been by double digits.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm surprised that you know, Joe always says W marks the center square. I'm surprised you didn't have the Wizards with this one. But you know what? It's what I said with Al Ninos yesterday when we were going head-to-heads on the Memphis-Toronto game. I keep saying I think that Toronto playing in Tampa is going to serve this team well on the road. They're not going to have as much adversity when playing on the road. And this is still a Toronto team that is 2 years removed from winning an NBA championship, is 1 year removed from almost conference finals. This is still a talented team. The trade for the Wizards hasn't benefited the team as much. There just hasn't been enough Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, and they haven't been able to do it together. They haven't been able to do it separately. I think until you see something from the Wizards, and it may be a while before we see it, you've got to go against them. I like Toronto laying the 5 as well.
Yeah, look at Toronto laying the 5. Of course, not having to go into Canada, you save some time having to go through in and out of customs every time you're in and out of Canada. All right, Joe, pretty good night tonight from hoops, NBA as well as college. Why don't you let everybody know what you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? You're doing very well over the past 7 days, nearly 400 units of profit.
Yeah, 22 and 13 recent run in basketball, college, and NBA combined. And like I said, things have definitely been headed in the right direction really since the first of the year. I got 3 NBA winners tonight, led by a wise guy play, which is my strongest play. Hit our only wise guy play last night on Philadelphia on a nice counterintuitive system. So we got some great stuff tonight at Pick Dogs 3 NBA. Let's get out the broom tonight.
Let's got the broom here with Joe Duffy. You see the number here, past 7 days, nearly 400 units of profit. That is documented. Good time to pick up Joe's plays for tonight. He's got a lot of NBA card. There's also some college hoops out there, action going on. When you get those winnings from tonight's package, why don't you go ahead and make that upgrade to one of those long-term passes? You see what Joe offers there, a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all sports pass. That means every play that Joe releases at Pick Dogs Premium will be yours when you select the time length there on the website Pick Dogs Premium. Joe Duffy. All right, Joe, as always, a great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you in a couple days.
Gentlemen and lady, have a great show.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on here, and welcome to the show. Making his first appearance here on the drive-thru. He's got some experience here in this industry. It's Al McMorty. Al, how you doing?
Good, Tony. How you guys doing today?
Well, we're doing great. Al, welcome to the show. Why don't you give the audience here your first appearance, a little background on yourself?
Oh gosh. I'm entering my 30th year in the business, which is really strange to think that I've lasted, this long. I started in 1992, and so this will be my 30th year. Used to practice law and quit practicing law, I think 1995. So I've been, doing this full time ever since.
Full time ever since out in Southern California right now. All right, Al, let's take a look at the game. You'll be looking for the show. The doubleheader here on ESPN. Second game has the Phoenix Suns hosting Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks road favorites laying 4.5. Total sits here at 227.5.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. Two hot teams. Milwaukee right now on a 5-game straight up and against the spread win streak off that 13-point win at Denver the other night. Phoenix also playing very well right now. They're on a 3-game SUATS win streak. They've won their last 3 games all at home against Cleveland, Boston, and Detroit. And I'm going to take a look at the home underdog here and take the points with Phoenix for a couple of reasons. First, Milwaukee historically has been dreadful when they're off 3 or more wins and playing a rested opponent. Going all the way back to the days of Alvin Robertson, they're 73 and 132 against the spread, including 35 and 73 ATS if they're laying more than 2 points. And even now, in this new era with Mike Budenholzer coaching this team, they've still not performed well in this role. Budenholzer, of course, they're the best in the league off a straight-up loss of 33 and 12 ATS in the regular season. But again, now off 3 or more wins, it's a good spot to fade Milwaukee, especially when playing a rested opponent. So that's one reason I really like Phoenix here. The other reason, long-term, is one of my favorite systems. What we can do is we want to take a very strong home underdog with a win percentage of 600 or better. If those teams are off back-to-back wins, so they're playing good basketball, and they're getting 4 or more points, that's a 60% system over the last 31 years. So those 2 reasons primarily are why I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns here. Throw in the fact that Phoenix is, going to have the benefit tonight of not seeing Jrue Holiday on the court. He's out for Milwaukee. I think it's a great spot to take the home underdog plus the points.
All right, Al McMorty here on the Suns here, plus the 4.5 against the Milwaukee Bucks. One thing, Chris, when I see the Bucks, this is the team that does not defend as well when they're away from home. Bottom third in defensive efficiency on the road this year for the Bucks. How do you see this one?
Yeah, not the kind of defensive numbers you'd expect from a team that's gone to conference championship last year and finished with the best record in the league. As far as tonight goes, I think there's a reason all the cappers on the site are chasing now. It's because of picks like these. This is a great money play. You look at the Suns. This is a chance for them to make a statement and get a big victory, sort of a name victory on their resume up to this point in the season. Come in playing great basketball, winning 6 of 7. Milwaukee's won 5 straight. They still have a ton of talent. This is still a very good Milwaukee team, but getting 4.5 with Phoenix at home seems like a ton of value in a game that the Suns could very well win outright.
All right, Al, just some final comments here on the Phoenix side.
Well, I don't have much more to add. I just think it's a really good situation to take Phoenix, here, plus the points, the momentum play on the home underdog off, 3 straight wins.
All right, all agreement here with the Suns plus the 4.5. All right, Al, let's look at here at Pig Dogs Premium. We see at top of leaderboard, number 1 document in 2021, nearly 3,200 units of profit. That is all document. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, right now we are coming off wins yesterday on Butler and Creighton, 117 and 72. The last 189, that's 62% high volume. Today we've got NBA and college basketball on tap. I've got my NBA high roller play out of a 25 and 5 ATS system. You don't want to miss that. Then in college basketball, in a game that's going at the top of the hour, we've got our elite info play. That's out of a 30 and 8 ATS system. So 2 big plays on this Wednesday. Get both of them, or better yet, join for a week or a month to get all my award-winning selections.
Absolutely, guys. Check out Al McMorty over at Pig Dogs Premium. The numbers are there. You can see them. Nearly 3,200 units of profit, number 1 documented at the site. All the plays are documented. You go to Al's profile page at Pig Dogs Premium. You'll see every play that he's released. He's got plays going on tonight. Get those plays tonight and take those winnings and make the upgrade to the long-term pass, a 30-day all sports pass. That is your best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. And Al McMorty, the number 1 capper right now at Pig Dogs Premium. 30 years of experience, as he told us as he gave us his background to start the show, Al.
Yeah, and I've been handicapping 43 years, just only been in the business for, 30 years. It's crazy.
It is a little crazy. All right, Al, as always, it's great having you on the show. Welcome to the drive-thru. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Al McMorty here on the drive-thru. Right, we'll continue on here with our coverage. Just a reminder to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Now, get started every day with the morning show with Mitch, Chris, Ron Zawacki. Of course, we also have Brian Bittler at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And of course, the drive-thru comes in Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And tonight, we're going to have the MMA show at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And also, support our channel. Give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate that because that helps us build our audience, doesn't it, Chris?
Absolutely, it does. And I mean, now you look at, stuff like this, the thumbs up, the subscriptions. It helps us help you guys. I mean, now we got all the cappers that are coming on. We just had Al McMorty, who's been killing 2021 so far. We have Ron tonight. We have Ann. We have all of our cappers. Rod. Everybody wants to help us out because they see how big the program is getting, how big all the support we're getting from the Pick Dogs family. Guys, we appreciate all the support. It allows us to build the product up, allows us to get you more quality content. You're already watching the stuff. All we ask is a thumbs up and a like. But you know what? We appreciate the support nonetheless. We love the Pick Dogs family. And, guys, we're only going to have bigger and better things for you coming in the future.
Absolutely, guys. So keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Speaking of Ann, let's welcome Ann Shorr to the drive-thru. It's great seeing you, Ann. How you doing?
Good. Nice to see you, and congratulations, Al. Welcome to Pick Dogs. And hey, man, I hope to be doing this too for 30, 40 years come that time. So
absolutely. You've been very successful.
Just a great person to look up to.
Absolutely. You're doing great work seeing you up there on the leaderboards.
Trying my best. I just want to give you guys some winners and crush, take down Vegas.
Absolutely. Take down Vegas, Jersey, and all those sports books in the legal sports book in the U.S. There's some illegal ones out there, too, you like to take down as well. Just saying. All right. All right. Let's take a look at this one here. And Fox Sports 1, 9 Eastern time. Villanova to host Marquette. Nova going to be laying 11, total 139.
Yeah, I know people probably think I'm a little crazy with this one, but my heart is really in Villanova tonight. Especially after they had that embarrassing loss with St. John's, and they just came back and they took Georgetown down. The public is looking at Marquette because they just lost to Creighton by 3 points, and then they just lost to St. John's in overtime by 2 points. So whereas, like I just said, Nova they got crushed. We don't want to talk about that game, but to me, they prove that they are a solid basketball team. They have been playing very well this year. And, they took that loss, they fixed their mistakes, and they came back stronger than ever. And the thing I love about Nova is when they play at home, it's just a different kind of atmosphere. They're 5-0. They're undefeated right now at home. And, the nice thing is, too, Villanova is playing against Marquette, who's ranked number 9 in the Big East, and obviously Nova's ranked number 1. The Golden Eagles are 0-4 in their last 4 road games. They're also 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 road games versus a team with a winning home record. So I'm really just basing this off of a lot of numbers tonight. I think 11, I think they're going to, last time they saw them, they defeated them by 17. So I think we're going to see a 15-point win from Villanova. And I'm just feeling really good about this game. And overall, if you look at the matchups in the past, Villanova is 26-12 in all-time 38 head-to-heads against Marquette. They're also 7-3 straight up in its last 10 games with them against the spread. So I'm really feeling this game tonight. And, I was just at the campus earlier today, and there's just a great energy going on there. So I definitely think they're going to really come out with a good win here tonight.
All right, Ann Shorr here on the Villanova here. This one on Fox 1. Villanova laying the 11 against Marquette. All right, Chris. I know you're doing some research here. Ann gave us a lot here. She had a great rundown here on the Villanova side. Your thoughts here on this Marquette Villanova game? Of course, this Big East conference, lots of travel.
A ton of not before. I mean, it's I think it's the one conference that has the most travel in the country. At least I think you rival that with the Pac-12. But I think Ann's right here on the money. You look at Villanova, I just think it's a matter of time before they start blowing teams out again. They've had a few close calls lately. Some of them they ended up actually on the wrong side of outright. But, Marquette, 2-8 against the number in their last 10. They just have not been cutting it. This is a team that's finding new ways to lose games every single day or blow covers if they're not, winning the game. I just think Villanova's got too much. As I said on the morning show, I think this game where you may see it back and forth through the first half, but Villanova's going to go on like a 22-5 run in the second half that Marquette's going to just have no answer for, and it's going to be it's just going to be over from there on out. So I like Villanova laying the points as well.
Agreement here with Villanova laying the 11 against Marquette, 9 Eastern Time. Fox Sports 1 will televise. All right, and let's take a look here at the numbers. We see atop the leaderboards, 537 units of profit. Another virtual high five for that as you continue to kill the bookmakers up there for this year.
For your high fives.
That's right. That's a great look. That virtual high five. And every week we keep doing it as you keep going up and up the rankings here. Chase and L. So what you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Al. It's going to take a little bit, but I'll get there. So I have a beautiful NBA play tonight. You guys, you're going to want to get on this. I'm 4-0 my last 3 days with my NBA picks. I love this game tonight. Don't want to miss out. That's over at Pick Dogs. And I think I still have one college. I know one of them might have already started, but definitely the NBA game tonight. You're going to want to get on that.
Get on our NBA game for tonight over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get those winnings and upgrade to one of those long-term passes from Ann Shorr over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the days up there, 3-day, 7-day, 3-day, all sports pass. That is your best value right now because you'll get every play that Ann releases at Pig Dogs Premium for the length of time that you select on the website. All right, and it's always great having you on the show on Wednesdays. Have yourself a great night. We'll keep it for the last segment so you can kind of critique the picks a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be here. So thank you so much, Chris and Tony. Great to always be here with you guys.
All right, Dan Shorr here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on our coverage, and we're going to continue with some hoops here. And welcome to the show, Ron Romanelli. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's also part of the weekend crew on the morning show. Of course, the morning show is every single day, but he does show up on the weekends. Ron, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Tony. Ready to give out some winners tonight.
All right, let's get some winners tonight here. You're going to be looking at some hoops action on ACC Network at 7 Eastern Time. It's Boston College hosting Wake Forest. The Demon Deacons on the road laying 2. Total sits here at 144.
Yep, both Wake Forest and Boston College have had very disappointing seasons in the ACC. Wake Forest 2-8 in conference play, and Boston College even worse at 1-7, but I do believe Boston College has the edge in this matchup at home for a few reasons. For starters, Wake Forest is ranked 288th in three-point defense, according to KenPom. This does not bode well against the Boston College team that just shoots a ton of three-pointers each game, usually around 30 or more three-pointers each night. Wake Forest is also ranked 251st in turnover percentage on offense, as the Demon Deacons usually cough the ball over 21% of their possessions. So when you turn the ball over and you allow teams to excel behind the three-point line, that's a recipe for disaster on the road. And even though we will not have a traditional home crowd in Chestnut Hill today, I still think home court advantage matters a bit. When we get late into conference play in the season, especially in these Power 5 conferences, home teams getting points are usually really valuable. So we're getting 2 points with arguably the better team in Boston College. So I'll take the 2 points with BC here.
All right, BC plus the 2 against Wake Forest, Ron Romanelli. All right, Chris, ACC action here. Wake Forest, a road favorite here. Ron is taking the home dog.
Yeah, Tony, this is probably going to be my boring analysis of the night because Ron took all my points. The thing is that I can't disagree with any of them because I think just for me it boils down to not wanting to lay even a bucket with a team that's 0-6 on the road. To me, it defies all logic. I just think that Boston College is a better team, see better than what the numbers would indicate. And like Ron said, this Boston College is going to shoot a ton of threes, and if Wake Forest can't defend them, some of them are going to go down, and it's just going to be enough to get Boston College over the hump against Wake Forest.
All right, agreement here with Boston College plus the 2 against Wake Forest, 7 p.m. Eastern time, top of the hour. It's on ACC Network. All right, Ron, good night of action tonight from Hoops, and as well as the Ice. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yep, coming off a very much needed winning day last night. I'm seeing the games very, very well, and I look forward to torching those books for the rest of February into March and the rest of 2021 as well. It's a perfect time to grab one of my long-term plans as I start to heat up. You can check those out at Pick Dogs Premium in the Premium Picks tab. That's right.
Check out Ron Romanelli over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get those long-term passes, guys. That's the best value at Pig Dogs Premium. Every play that Ron releases over at the site will be yours, and you select the period of time there on the site. All right, Ron, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week. And, of course, you're on the weekends with Mitch at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep, I'll see you next week, Tony. I'll see you Saturday, Chris. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, Ron Romanelli here on the drive-thru. Guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming, help build our audience. We greatly appreciate it. A lot more picks coming. And by the way, if you tuned in late, don't worry. We will recap every pick on this show at the end. So let's continue on here. It's time for the big guy, Chris Ruffalo, to step up. He'll be looking at some NBA action tonight at Eastern time between the Pacers and the Brooklyn Nets. Let's go ahead and get his graphic ready to roll here. Here we go. Chris's pick here. And we will get it here. Here we go. All right, Pacers at the Nets. 8 Eastern time. We got the Nets here laying 1, total 235 on NBA League Pass channel. And we have Chris Ruffalo. I guess we got the statue. We got Chris Ruffalo, the statue right now. So I guess we lost his connection briefly. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cue in Rod Zawacki here. So let me go ahead and get this corrected here. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and move on to Chris here. So just hold on a second. All right, Rod Zawacki, get ready to get on camera because you're next. Here we go. Rod, you ready?
Ready.
All right. Ready.
Hey, evening, Tony. How's it going?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well until we went to Chris. But it's all right. We'll get back to him and when he gets reconnected. What can you say? Did you have something to do with that? I don't know. All right, let's take a look at this one.
I'm a long way away from Chris's internet. I definitely couldn't pull his plug on that one.
All right. CBS Sports Network, 9 Eastern time. St. Louis Billikens will be hosting Rhode Island Rams. St. Louis, the favorite, 8.5, total 138.
You bet. St. Louis at home here. They're 8-1 at home on the year. 8-3 overall. 7-4 ATS, which is what we like. They last played on Saturday. They looked real good against St. Bonnie's. That defense definitely shows up. St. Louis's defense ranked 86th in the country. only giving up 66 points a game. It's going to be really hard for Rhode Island to score, as St. Louis's favorite place to defend is inside the arc, and they're holding teams to 45% shooting from inside the arc, and normally St. Louis shoots from inside the arc at 57%, and that they're not going to be able to do that tonight. And Rhode Island's not. They've got one guy that can shoot the three-pointer. That's one little weakness that St. Louis does have, is they against the three. But with Rhode Island only having one guy that's going to cover, and won't have a problem. And the St. Louis offense should have no issue scoring on the Rhode Island defense, who's only ranked 142nd in the country. The Billikens looked real great on Saturday for me, and I'm going to lay the points here. And I think they roll right over the Rhode Island Rams here.
All right, Rod Zawacki here with St. Louis Billikens minus the 8.5 against Rhode Island. We got Chris back signed on here. Rod is on the Billikens laying 8.5 against Rhode Island.
I can't disagree, because Rod's been on a bit of a hot streak. Maybe he could have, gave me a little bit of heat to deal with my brain freeze there. But I got to say, Fats Russell not being in this Rhode Island lineup, whether he goes at less than 100% or not in this lineup at all, I've got to say that I think St. Louis was going to be the play regardless. I just can't trust Rhode Island to score off or consistently enough to be able to get the job done. And, well, like I said, Fats Russell's not 100%, or if he's not, that's big for that Rhode Island to points with St. Louis.
All right, lay the points here with St. Louis agreement there. All right, Rod, a good night of action tonight on the hardwood as well as on the ice. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? You're doing very well. NBA documented 245 units for the season.
Yeah, we got a great night of action here. I've got 2 college basketball, 2 NBA, and 1 NHL. Jump on over to Pig Dogs Premium, grab my Wednesday 5-pack, and let's hammer the book with these bookie busters. Love these 5 plays in tonight's action.
That's right. Let's jam up those bookies here, guys. You see the numbers here from Rod Zawacki. He's got his plays 1-day pass available over at Pig Dogs Premium for tonight. Got on board for the top of the hour. Of course, take those winnings and go for the long-term pass, because that's the best value over at Pig Dogs Premium when you get one of those long-term passes from Rod Zawacki. He's got the 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass for you there. So check him out at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Back tomorrow. And of course, we have you tomorrow. Of course, you started off in the morning with Mitch at 10 a.m. Eastern time every single day with Mitch. We got Brian Bittler, Chris Ruffalo, and yourself. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, you have yourself a wonderful evening, and I will see you Friday. I have an appointment tomorrow afternoon. So, right? So I'll see you guys Friday, but I will see everybody else tomorrow morning for the live show.
The live show tomorrow morning. Rod Zawacki here on the drive-through. All right, we'll continue on our coverage here. All right, big guy, you ready to go? We'll take 2. Hopefully, we'll get it right.
We'll try again. There's an error the first time. I got it. I promise I've got it right this time.
All right, let's see. He's got it right this time. All right, let's take a look at the game. We got the Pacers at the Nets. This one 8 Eastern time on NBA League Pass channel. Brooklyn Nets laying a point. Total sits here at 235.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe it's already 12 games since the Nets acquired Harden. The thing is, now they've lost back-to-back games after losing to the Pistons the other night, and it's now 4 losses in their last 5 games without Kevin Durant, who's now going to still be out till at least Friday due to COVID protocols. And it's not like we've said in past years. Well, the Nets can survive without Kyrie Irving. This Nets team just doesn't seem to do well without Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving and James Harden, when they were both on the court without Kevin Durant, were at least a -11 the other night against Detroit. Numbers like that aren't going to cut it. And I mean, you look at Indiana; they've dropped 3 straight, but I think they're going to be due for a bounce back in a spot like this. They beat the Nets in 11 of the last 13 head-to-head. And you know what? I just think that the loss of Durant is going to really affect this team. You're going to see the Nets. Kyrie Irving is still going to be there for Brooklyn, and James Harden's still going to do his thing. He's still going to put up 25, 30 shots. But the thing is that without Kevin Durant's almost the guy that makes this team go this. And then the Pacers never seem to get enough love. I think we got to show them a little bit of that love here. I'm going to take the Pacers in the free bucket.
Facers here, plus the point here against the Brooklyn Nets from Chris Ruffalo here on the drive-through. All right, Chris, good night of action over at Pig Dogs Premium. Bottom of the hour now, top of the hour, a lot of action going on. What you got going on over the site?
It's my favorite day of the week, Whale Bet Wednesday. These are some of my favorite plays, my biggest plays. We already hit Providence earlier today, making Whale Bet Wednesday plays in 2021, 28-11. Over a 70% clip. Guys, I was able to repurpose some of those picks tonight. I put a Thru special up, 3 plays for Whale Bet Wednesday, $30, or hop on one of those longer-term packages, your 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes, even the yearly, you'll make it pennies per pick. Or, guys, we still have season passes up there as well, the 2-for-1 capper packages. The possibilities for you to save money while making money are endless. Guys, don't miss out on theirs. They're up there for you guys for a reason. We want to help everybody out at pickdogs.com. So go check those out. Those are going to be your best bets for getting some best bets.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris Ruffalo over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get that one-day pass. And, of course, the best thing to do once you win is upgrade to that long-term pass because that's the best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. That's every play from Chris. And you pick the time period there when you go to the site, do his profile page over at Pig Dogs. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And it's time for yours truly to come in with my play. We're going to be looking here at this college hoops game, Wichita State at UCF. Wichita State laying 2, total sits here at 141.5. And my pick for this show is going to go ahead and take the Shockers here at -2. You know, Wichita State has won 8 of their past 10. They defend very well in conference, holding teams at 40%, and just 27% from 3-point line. So they defend the perimeter very well. And one thing about UCF, not a really good defensive team against the conference, giving up well over 45% from the field, 34% from 3. But the Knights, they've dropped 8 of their past 10. They're near the bottom in offensive efficiency and at the bottom defensively against the conference. So that's not a good place to be. Shockers will have success gaining the hole here against UCF. So I'm going to go ahead and take Wichita State laying the 2. All right, Chris, I know you keep an eye on this conference and these teams. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely do. And this UCF team was a team that I was high on early in the year, and I did much shame in their 22-point loss to Michigan. But since they've entered conference play, Tony, like you said, this UCF team has just struggled mightily. You know, they put up 61 against Memphis, and then 69 the game before that. Scoring in the 60s, if they're lucky. A lot of times they're even not even breaking 60s or staying in the 50s. You know, he's not with the Shockers anymore, but like Mitch always says in the morning show, he didn't leave the cupboard bare in Wichita. This is still a very talented team. Brought in Altariq Gilbert from UConn. This is just a very good Wichita 1-6. I just don't think that UCF's good. I like Wichita laying the bucket as well.
All right, coming here with Wichita State laying the 2. Guys, check out Pig Dogs Premium. I've got a 3-pack going on tonight. And, of course, take those winnings and make that upgrade to a long-term pass tomorrow. I've got a 7 and a 30-day pass for you guys there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. And, of course, it's time to go ahead and recap the picks from today's show. All right, we got Ann Shorr will join us. We start off with Joe Duffy. He was on the Raptors laying the 5 against Washington. Al McMordie, Suns plus the 4.5 against the Bucks. And Villanova laying the 11 against Marquette. Ron Romanelli, Boston College plus the 2 against Wake Forest. Chris was on the Pacers plus the 1 against the Nets. Rod Zawacky, St. Louis Billikens laying the 8.5 against Rhode Island. Yours truly on Wichita State laying the 2 against UCF. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, I think we're going to stay on the right side of Lady Luck and back the hometown Villanova Wildcats. I think this is a beat down for Villanova tonight at Marquette. I think this is an easy winner.
All right, let's go over to Ann. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'm going to definitely go with Jersey Joe's pick, Raptors -5. I love that. They are 4-1 against the spread after scoring 100 points or more, and sprinkle a little something on that over for that game, too.
All right, there's Ann Shorr with you there, the Raptors and the over. I like Al McMorty here with the Suns plus the 4.5. I'm not a fan of the Bucks' road defense this year. As I said, you look them up, they're bottom 3rd in defensive efficiency ratings. I'll look at the Suns here at plus the 4.5. All right, guys, it's another edition of the Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. And stay tuned. At the top of the hour, it's the MMA show. Of course, that show follows us. And, of course, it all gets started every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. It's Mitch. It's Zawacki. It's Chris. It's Brian Biller. So tune in 10 a.m. Eastern time for the morning show. Let's go ahead and bring in the crew from today's show. Let's give a nice wave goodbye to everyone. Have yourself a great night. And we'll talk with you guys